Thanks to Tupelo.
I don't have.
Hey, it's the Friday we
Can we,
it's the
everybody have a seat, please?
What about the cowboy?
So welcome to the Tupelo regular city county meeting, city council meeting of March 21st, 2023. At this time, we have an invocation by Chad Mims and the Pledge of Allegiance by Travis Beard. Please rise.
Bow your heads, please. Dear Heavenly Father, I just want to thank you first and foremost for your Son who died for all of our sins, Lord. I thank you for this group of men and women that represent our city. Help watch over, guide us, protect us. Help us to make the right decisions that furthers your kingdom. And we ask this in your Son's name. Amen.
Amen.
Face the flag. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, we'll call the meeting to order and ask Vice President Beard to confirm or amend the agenda and the agenda order.
Mr. President, I would move that we amend the agenda by adding an additional item 7.1 in the matter of appointment of John M. Milstead to the Tupelo Public School Board for a 5-year term effective March 28, 2023.
Second.
Got a motion by Travis Beard and a second by Buddy Palmer. All in favor? Motion carries. The agenda set. Proclamations, recognition, and reports agenda. Under proclamations, item 1 in the matter of the American Red Cross proclamation.
Yes, we've got Miss Casey Grist here, and she's going to read that proclamation for us.
That's bars and glasses. Whereas during American Red Cross Month in March, we celebrate the humanitarian spirit of Tupelo, Mississippi, and reaffirm our commitment to help ensure no one faces a crisis alone. And whereas caring for one another is at the heart of our community and exemplified by the people of Tupelo, whose simple acts of kindness through the Red Cross provide help and hope in people's most difficult moments, continuing the life-saving legacy of Clara Barton, who founded the organization more than 140 years ago to prevent and alleviate human suffering. And whereas every day, these ordinary individuals lend a helping hand to make an extraordinary difference for neighbors in need, whether it's providing emergency shelter, food and comfort for families displaced by home fires and other disasters, supporting military members and veterans along with their families and caregivers through the unique challenges of service, using vital skills like first aid and CPR to help others survive medical emergencies, or delivering international humanitarian aid and reconnecting loved ones separated by crises around the world. And whereas their support, volunteerism, and generous donations are critical to our community's resilience, we hereby recognize this month of March in honor of all those who fulfilled Clara Barton's noble words, "You must never think of anything except the need and how to meet it," and ask everyone to join this commitment. You want to say that one?
I will. Now, therefore, I, Todd Jordan, Mayor of the City of Tupelo, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the laws of Tupelo and the state of Mississippi, do hereby proclaim March 2023 as American Red Cross Month.
Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that. Can we real quickly, I want to recognize my board member, Corey Dewitt is here, and our Mississippi State Executive and former Executive Director here in Tupelo, John Brown. All right.
Hey, Casey, what else you forget to tell us?
Nothing at all.
Y'all wish Casey a happy birthday.
I do want to thank y'all really quickly for your support, because y'all do support us financially as a city, And I gave you some data that shows some of the things that we've done in North Mississippi, but as far as just Lee County, I pulled those numbers really quickly. For just this fiscal year, which started July 1, so we're about 6 months into it, we have responded to 150 families, whether that, and most of that's going to be home fires, and it provided a little over $33,000 in direct financial assistance in Lee County. We have provided health and safety training, and I'll be honest, most of that's going to be at our aquatic center with all the swimming lessons and the lifeguard training, to 2,425 people. We have assisted 76 military families, and we have 112 volunteers in Lee County. So I think that's a lot to be proud of, and I want to show my appreciation for y'all's support. Thank you. Thank you.
Good. No Boys and Girl Scouts. Mayor, you got any employee recognitions? Public recognitions, we'll start with Miss Nettie.
I would like to mention there are 2 events that are coming up. One is on the 25th, the Hour Mississippi, which is sponsored by Wesley Wells, and our key person there will be Lynn Whitfield, who's a movie star. I'd like to encourage you to support that. On the 23rd, a new group that I've learned about called Herpreneur is having a big event at the Coliseum, and there are several people getting awards, and I'm supposed to be receiving one as the Legacy Award. That will be at 6 o'clock Thursday night at the Coliseum. And I'd like to thank everybody who supported the Mississippi Breakfast this week. We had an excellent turnout, and I hope that in the future you can attend other Bishop Mississippi meetings.
Travis?
I'll just add a comment on the 25th. I think also we're going to have an effort to clean up Tupelo. If you have a chance to volunteer for that, I encourage you to participate.
9:30.
Buddy?
Yes, I'd like to wish my colleagues who are going to the Washington, D.C. trip a good, safe trip, and we're expecting y'all to come home with a good report.
Rosie? Janet? Chad?
Just wanted to mention, my daughter, actually both my daughters, one's a junior, one's a 7th grader, are both involved in the show choir at the Tupelo school, middle school and the high school. The high school girls just finished up their season and had a real successful season. Matter of fact, we'll be hosting the very first show choir competition next February at the Cadence Bank Arena, and expect a pretty big crowd. They're going to be having 4 home shows coming up. I think it's next week. They're doing their rehearsals this week. So I encourage you all to go out. These girls work really hard. They're trying to grow this program, all the way into the 5th and 6th grade level, and really compete at a national level. So I'm proud of them. We're lucky to have that here in Tupelo.
Yeah, the only thing I have is echo what Travis said. Time for Tupelo Saturday. We're going to get Tupelo cleaned up, and shout out to Catherine Ray and Jesse Bandray. And I can't remember what his name is, but we had a Tupelo middle schooler won the national championship in track last week. And I watched the
Andrew
video.
Brown.
Who?
Andrew Brown.
Andrew Brown, congratulations for being a national champion. And not only did he win it, but he won it in a convincing fashion on the last lap. So if y'all run into Andrew Brown, then y'all congratulate him. Mayor?
Just something to add to Chad's remark about the show choir. My wife went, she said that it was very well attended by the city of Tupelo, and Chad was the stage dad during the whole event, so appreciate your involvement there. And Andrew Brown, he runs with his dad. If you ever seen his dad run, I mean, they run 5-6 minute miles all day long, and it's pretty impressive to see them guys run around. But more serious note, we're getting the last 2 weeks of our state legislative session, so if any of you guys want to call our local delegation and just tell them how important it is that we get our projects or the funding for our projects. That'd be great. I'm going down again tomorrow to meet with some of them and just try to get everything we can for our city. So that's it, Mr. President.
Thank you. And at this time, we'll close the regular meeting, open the public agenda. Item 2, public hearings. In a matter of a public hearing to determine the need for property clean of 1527, parentheses, 1521 North Madison Street. Tanner, could you come up and kind of give us a little briefing on that? And anybody here to speak on that? Well, we might not need you. Hang loose. Just hang loose. All right, nobody's here.
I would like, Lynn, to let you know that we have found that we were having trouble locating the people who own that property. And we did locate the people today. And they have given, we met with Tanner and Ben to talk about it today. So.
Okay, good. So we're making progress. Making progress.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm hoping we can go ahead and vote to clean the property up and go on from there. But we found out the owners, and
Okay.
we're up to date on that now.
Good. Next, we'll go to the appeals. There's no appeals. Next is citizen hearings. We have 2. Natalie Chilcutt. Please come to the podium. State your name and your address, and you'll have 5 minutes.
Good evening. Sorry, I just had to sit at the bar this way, you know. Hi, my name's Natalie Chilcutt. My address is 1009 Taft Street in Tupelo, 3801. And on behalf of Mississippi State Department of Health, District 2, our seat is in Tupelo, in Lee County, but we serve 11 counties in the Northeast District. It's Itawamba, Prentiss, Lee, Monroe, Lafayette, Pontotoc, I think there's a few more.
Union,
11.
Tupelo.
Union, thank you, and Tifa, and Tishomingo. It's my first month and a half on the job, so I'm getting there. And I just wanted to kind of introduce you to our Office of Community Health Improvement and Office of Preventative Health and Health Equity. So our office is dedicated to creating and supporting trusting, transparent, and equitable collaborations to improve community and population health across the lifespan. So as Community Health Director of District 2, my goals are going to be the following: in increasing preventative health model implementation in schools and early childhood education settings, like using the WISC model by the CDC, which is the whole school, whole community, whole child model that uses a unified approach to get everybody involved in improving student health. Strengthening the capacity of those schools and early childhood education centers to implement comprehensive school health initiatives. Increase availability of lifestyle management programs, so eventually I'll be trained on chronic disease self-management programs as well as diabetes self-management to implement in the community. And then finally, which is why I'm here today, to support local government commitment to community health initiatives in improving access to healthy food, physical activity, smoke-free air, and farmers markets. So I just wanted to say hi, introduce myself, say that we're here to be a resource for the community, provide technical assistance and access to resources for implementation. So there are many grants from the states, project grants, and other opportunities for community-driven initiatives, one of which is, I have a little handout, if that's okay. So one of the initiatives with local governments is to have mayoral health councils that are chaired by community members or people on city council, so that we can identify some of those needs of the community and have the community drive the initiatives and have some buy-in from the public to make those projects sustainable and free for all. Do I take questions?
You're located here in Tupelo?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that on here, or where is it? Where is your office located?
It's right behind the county public health department. So the Lee County Public Health Department on Church Street.
Any
So
more
is this
questions?
new, and is your number already listed?
I've ordered business cards. I don't have them yet, but I have given my contact to Ms. Shelton, so you are welcome to have it.
Okay. Thank you.
Good, thank you very much. Next, we have Reverend Mrs. Ross. We have, there she comes. Please come to the podium and state your name and your address, and you'll have 5 minutes.
Yes, and good evening. My name is Patricia Ross, and I'm 103 Pine Hill Drive. We also have people in our community, y'all can stand up real briefly, that represent our community. We are in Ward 2, and I want to also pass these pictures around. I'm coming to you today regarding the various codes and the lack of codes that we have in this area. In our Ward 2 area, we have various, we don't have a lot of codes regarding the trees, the large trees that are in our area. We have trees that have been there for years, over 60 years, and as a result, these trees in people's yards that have not taken them out versus those who have taken them out, they're causing damage to a person's property. And what's happening is that, again, the city has codes, but, you know, it's like anything else. Everything has to be progressive. And what I find a lot of times is that just like years ago we had larger signs, and we found out there was a need to make changes and now have signs at a minimal level. Well, you know, it's time for a change for various codes. We have people who do not care about what they do to other people's property. And those who have taken out their trees and don't have that problem, the bottom line of it is that they're causing damage to a person's home. These trees are dead, and as a result, as you can see some of the pictures that are there, what's happening, these trees are about to fall. And so I am a person who's coming today because I care about my community. I am a community person, and as a result, I value my property. We have a good community. Everybody's basically seniors, and we have a very quiet community. But we do have people, again, we have pine trees and we have different other trees. But again, people are not being, I would say, a neighborhood or neighborly community persons, and they don't care how they and what they do to other people's property. And it's just like anything else. With codes, like I understand, even a council, you know, everybody's governed. The mayor's governed by the council. And then, again, you make various codes, and these codes are to govern the people, the body. And you know what? It's like anything else. We have been here for a long time. It's time that there should be adequate codes so that people would know how far they need to put their trees, to an extent, and then the ones that's been there 60 to 70 years, because there are trees that's been 60 and 70 years, they need to be, something needs to be done with it, but nothing's happening. And the first thing people will say, well, again, that's their property. But if their property is injuring and damaging and really can actually damage your roof and fall on your roof. I've had a tree to fall on my roof. And you know what? It's like you have to wait till something be damaged for somebody to do something. Something needs to be done in this city regarding that. And I'm here to represent this community regarding that. And please, by all means, look at those pictures. Yeah, these pictures, because it doesn't make any sense, none whatsoever. Okay, do we have any comments?
I hear you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, because again, myself and other of the other members of this community, they're ready for a change.
I understand.
Thank you.
Thank you. At this time, we'll move, we'll close the public agenda and open the regular section. There's no items on the action agenda, so we'll move to the routine agenda. Item 5, in the matter of approval of minutes of the March 7, 2023 council meeting.
Move to approve.
Second.
Got a motion by Buddy Palmer and a second by Travis Beard. All in favor? The minutes are approved. Item 6, I have a motion to pay the bills.
I make a motion to pay the bills.
Second.
Got a motion by Rosie Jones, a second by Travis Beard, and the bills are paid by Buddy Palmer, Travis Beard, and Nettie Davis. All in favor? Motion carries. Item 7, to have a motion to approve the advertising and promotional items. And today we have, who was that? Is that Janet Gaston?
Second.
And a second by Rosie Jones. And the promotional items this time was $1,810 to iHeartRadio for the Tupelo Aquatic Center ad campaign. All in favor? The promotional items are approved. Item 7.1, I have a motion for the appointment of John M. Milstead to the Tupelo Public School Board for a 5-year term effective March the 28th, 23.
I move that we approve this nomination.
I got a motion by Nettie Davis. Who's the second?
I'll do it.
And a second by Janet Gaston. All right, discussion. We'll start with you. Chad, you got any questions?
No, I wanted to voice my support of John, and I've gotten to know him closer in the last couple of years. He's a great guy, well respected, and I support him.
Janet?
I have nothing to say. I support John.
Rosie?
I would like for him to stand so people would know who he is and tell us. You have anything? Yeah, come on up.
Good evening, City Council members. I am I'm honored to serve in this position, although I know it's a very difficult one. But I also have tremendous respect for Dr. Piku and the current school board that we have. I haven't known a lot of the school board members in the past, and the very hard work that they do and have done to keep Tupelo on top. My kids all go to Tupelo, except for the one that's graduated now. I'm a very proud supporter of Tupelo schools and have been. I'm very involved and engaged, so I will take this very seriously because it's very personal for me. So we hope to see good things ahead. So I'll be happy to answer any questions, Ms. Jones, if you have any more.
Do you know when the school board meeting is each month?
Ma'am, I can.
The school board meetings. What's the date of the school board meeting each month? Do you have that information?
I do not, no, not on anything.
March 28th, is that right? March 28th at 1 o'clock?
Yeah,
1 o'clock at Church Street School.
So every month, or is it once a month?
That's this month.
every month it changes today.
Yeah, every month.
It's usually the second Tuesday of the month.
Second Tuesday.
Unfortunately, we won't be able to be there.
I'll catch you on the next one.
Okay.
Or catch it.
At 1 o'clock, we could probably be there.
We'll
Buddy,
be
you
in
have any
Washington.
questions?
I know young Mr.
28.
Milstead, I think he'll
Be
make
hard,
an
won't it?
excellent member of the school board.
Travis?
I agree with what they said.
Nettie?
I'm very supportive of John. He's been, I've known him for many years. He's been a very supportive part of the community, but he's also been an excellent person with CDF, and I think he would add a lot to the school board, and that's very important because we want our schools to be the best schools in Mississippi.
I've known John for a number of years, and I support the nomination. All right, well, questions finished. At this time, all in favor of appointing John M. Milstead to the Tupelo Public School Board for a 5-year term effective March 28th, 2023, raise your hands. All right, John, you're in. All right, item 8. I have a motion for approval to submit for a Homeland Security grant broadband kits. Abby.
I make a motion You need a motion first, don't you?
Yeah, I need a motion. Buddy Palmer makes a motion
I'll second.
and a second by Travis Beard. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm sorry. Abby?
Good evening. Tonight I have a few Homeland Security grants. The first being the mobile broadband kits. There are 2 kits for the total of $14,000, and there is no match for this grant.
Any questions of Abby? All in favor? Motion carries. Item 9, have a motion to approve to submit for a Homeland Security grant for the fire department truck.
Move we approve.
Second.
Motion by Travis Beard and a second by Nettie Davis. Abby?
Yes, this is another Homeland Security grant. The total for this grant is $9,000. This is for a 5500 crew cab truck and the upfit for that truck to be used to move rescue trailers, boats, and personnel to special response in our task force area.
Any questions of Abby? All in favor? Motion carries. Item 10, have a motion to approve to submit for a Homeland Security grant for an EOD truck.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Buddy, second by Janet. Abby?
And this is a 3500 pickup truck and the upfit for the EOD equipment and other modifications as well. The total is $99,135, and this truck will be used to deploy emergency response and upfitted to house the various robots for EOD procedures and operations.
Any questions? All in favor? Motion carries. I have a motion to approve to submit for Homeland Security grant cameras.
I make a motion to approve the Homeland Security grant cameras.
Second.
Got a motion by Rosie Jones and a second by Janet Gaston. Abby?
Yes, this grant is a total of $90,697. There is no match for this grant either. This will be for 6 watch cameras, neighborhood watch cameras, to be deployed to various hotspot areas throughout the city, and 1 Skycop mobile surveillance trailer, which will be used for large crowds and events and things like that.
Any questions? All in favor? Motion carries. Item 12, have a motion to approve to submit for Homeland Security grant shields.
I move it.
Got a motion by Nettie Davis and a second by Travis Beard. Abby?
This last grant is for ballistic shields. There's 6 of them for the total of $63,290, and we simply just need to replace ones that have expired.
Any questions? All in favor? Motion carries. Thank you, Abby.
Thank you.
Item 13, I have a motion to approve the Major Thoroughfare Committee minutes of February the 13th, 2023.
Move to approve these minutes.
Second.
Got a motion by Buddy and a second by Rosie. All in favor? Motion carries. She's going to get mad at me. Item 14, to have a motion for the ratification of contract for bid number 2023-003, MT North Veterans Boulevard improvements, Reese Street to Ham Street.
Absolutely. I would recommend that we approve this matter of ratification of a contract bid.
Second.
A motion by Buddy Palmer, a second by Janet
I
Gaston.
had to do it first.
I think, Dennis, that we've already approved the contract, the low bid, that we're just doing the signing of it. Any questions of Dennis? All in favor? Motion carries. Item 15, have a motion to review and approve the cleaning of private property located at 1527, parentheses, 1521 North Madison Street.
I move that we would approve the cleaning of the private property in this area on Madison.
Second.
Got a motion by Nettie and a second by Travis. All in favor? Motion carries. I have a motion to approve a lot mowing resolution.
I make a motion to approve the mowing resolution.
Second.
Got a motion by Rosie Jones, a second by Buddy Palmer Tanner.
Mr. President, we have 76 unpaid lot mowing invoices from the 2022 year, and just ask the council to approve the 76 liens until those invoices are paid in full.
All in favor? Motion carries. Item 17, I have a motion to approve to surplus assets, Public Works, March 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion by Janet Gasson and a second by Travis Beard.
Chuck's not here tonight, I'd be glad to.
Okay, it went over yesterday, right?
Correct.
Okay, anybody have any questions that Don needs to answer? All in favor? Motion carries. Item 18, I have a motion to, in the matter of removal of fixed assets for auction and scrap.
I so moved.
Second.
Got a motion by Nettie Davis, a second by Buddy Palmer.
Mr. President, just yesterday when we were talking about that item, it was just for auction, not scrap, I understand.
Okay, so I make amend the motion for auction only.
Okay.
Any questions of Alex? All in favor? Motion carries. Item 19, I have a motion to approve an ordinance amending the Tupelo Water and Light Department Service Practice Standards, Schedule of Rules, Regulations, and Fees for Utility Service.
I move we approve this item.
Second.
Got a motion by Travis and a second by Chad Mims. Johnny?
Yes, I discussed it with y'all yesterday. Under our rules and regulations on the front sheet there, you'll see item 27, which is tampering with meters. Now that we've went to the new AMR metering system, we've had a couple of issues with people destroying these meters. These meters are now bumping $200 each, so I'd request a fee of $200 for replacement of these meters.
Any questions of Johnny? All in favor? Motion carries. There's nothing on the study agenda. Mr. Logan, do we need to determine a need for executive session?
We do, President Bryan. That would be for the acquisition of real property interest.
Okay.
And do, I'm sorry, and talk to the mayor, we do want to do the personnel.
Okay, and a personnel matter in the...
Okay, I make a motion to determine a need for executive session.
I move that we determine need for executive session.
Second.
I got a motion by Nettie and a second by Chad, and we're all in favor. So the need is there, and we're going to discuss the acquisition of real property and a personnel issue. I think that Ms. Moss wants her pictures back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can come forward and get your pictures.
Okay, and I forgot to share, we're in Ward 2, and it's 103 Pine Hill Drive that we're on. That's totally.
And
Thank you.
Who gets it?
we're discussing acquisition of real property and a personnel issue. So having determined a need, I make a motion. I need a motion to go into executive session.
I move we go into executive session.
And I got a motion by Buddy and a second by Rosie. All in favor? We're now in executive session. One quick question before everybody leaves. Mr. Logan, are we going to take any action when we come back out?
No, you're President Bryan.
Okay, so what that means is we're going to go into executive session, and when we get finished, we're going to come back out and adjourn, so we won't have any further action tonight.
Requested Kizzy and Ben, whoever else needs to be here, but I'd like Kizzy to be here in the executive session for part.
That's fine.